Hi Europe, it's Eurovision Ireland, and we're back with our fourth review of the song from the 2023 Eurovision Song Contest. You've already seen our reviews, at least you should have done. If you've not, why not? Of the first semi-final. So now this show has the first 5 songs alphabetically from the second semi-final, not in running order. We're going alphabetically here. Now, first we're going to look at the Albania, Armenia, Australia, Austria, and Belgium. A lot of A's, and yeah, Belgium is an honorary A, I think, for tonight, maybe. What, of course, we're going to do is going to meet the gang. So I'll introduce them one by one. We've got Richard.
I am.
We've got James.
Hi, everyone.
We've got Sarah.
Hi, everyone.
We've got Bogdan.
Hi, everyone.
And you've got me, John, and Staggy, who's coming and going. First song we're going to review is Albania. Now, I've got the song from Albania to review. Now, the first thing I have to say is that it's Albania by numbers. Albania seem to have this knack of picking a similar style. I'm not saying the same song, but it's a similar style every year, year in, year out, with a few exceptions, obviously. And this, you could close your eyes and someone would say, what country is this? And you'd know Albania. Having said that, it's a bit of a curate's egg. It's good in parts, I think. It's quite catchy. There's a bit of an Adriatic beat going on in there. It could be a decent dance mix, I think, for this one. It's got that sort of potential. But it's also got a lot of challenging notes. Again, that could make it fly or fall completely. It's difficult to say. Now, there is a live performance out there because it was one of the first national finals of the season. And as I say, it's pretty much what you'd expect from a slower Albanian song. Do I like it? As I say, it's good in parts. It doesn't grab me for the full 3 minutes. There are elements of it I like. There are elements of it that I think, yeah, it's Albania. Yeah, trustling different. Anyway, I've got to score it as well, of course. So, as ever, we're going to score each song out of 50. It'll be 10 points, up to 10 points from each of us, and we'll see if we can pick a winner. So my score for Albania is going to be, out of 10, 6. Richard, what's your score for Albania?
Now, I want to see Liverpool from my final decision, but at the moment it's a 5.
Okay. And James?
I'm going to give it a 6.
6. Okay. And Sarah?
I'm going to give it a 5.
5. And Bogdan, what's your score for Albania?
5, only for the chorus part, because that's what I like a lot.
Okay, so Albania, our first song to review. This gets 27 out of a possible 50. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Now, moving on, we're going to Armenia. They're performing second in the second semi-final. We know what second position is like, but you only have to finish 10th to make it through to the final. So she's only got to beat 6 songs. Now, this comes from Brunette, and it's called Future Lover. Now, Rich is going to take the lead on this one. Over to you.
Well, let's just say it's no Rosalind, to be honest. We'll get that out of the way to begin with. We haven't seen a live performance of this yet. We've only seen an official video. So going by what I've seen, Brunette's got quite a monotone voice in places, and the song can be quite repetitive. So in that respect, it takes quite a bit of time to get going. And you've got sort of like 2 songs in one. You've got a traditional song and then a modern upbeat song in the same place. I don't know. In the video, there's orchestral elements as well before we get all this upbeat stuff. How is this going to be portrayed on stage in Liverpool? Who knows? It's a hard one to judge, to be honest. And from what I've seen so far, I can only imagine it as a borderline qualifier if it's lucky enough. So yeah, it's not one of Armenia's best songs, I'd say.
Okay, thanks, Richard. What's your score out of 10 for the Armenian song then?
5.
5, okay. And James?
I think it's ambitious. We'll see if that pays off. I'm going to give it a 6.
Okay. And Sarah?
5. I honestly can't remember it. It's quite bad, really.
Fair enough. Bogdan?
I'm gonna be good. Give it a 5.
5. Well, I'm obviously the one sticking out here because I'm going to give it a 7. There are better songs, there are worse songs, so I'm giving it a 7. So that gives it a score, a Eurovision Ireland score of 28. Close, isn't this one? Right, moving on. Everyone's favourite far non-European country, Australia. Now they're singing Promise, and it's by a band called Voyager. I almost wanted to say that the other way around then, but it's Promise by the band Voyager. And James is leading on this one.
So this is Australia trying something a little different. It's I liked it from the first listen. I know a lot of fans out there, it sort of was a bit of a grower, but I like this kind of music, that sort of slightly indie pop rock. You know, there are elements in there that are full on rock. I mean, listening to it at one point, they sort of get into that real sort of, you know, that works, you know, on the Eurovision stage show. We've seen with Finland and everything, people really respond to it. But I think also if you're sort of not too sure about rock and everything, you're just sort of dipping your toe in the water, this is sort of quite accessible for people as well, which is good. Now, for a long, long time, Eurovision fans always sort of start stamping their feet and saying, you know, oh, it's, you know, we don't like rock at Eurovision. I'll say the thing is, they always, always, always underestimate the power of rocker votes. Because the thing is, a song like this that sort of ticks a few rock boxes, if it's the only such song in there, then I think, you know, it could draw the rock vote from a lot of people. Qualifying for the final, I think, yeah, I can see it qualifying. It's got a sweet spot closing the second semi-final, and I believe there's only one song in Eurovision history. I think I'll have to double check that, but I think there's only one song ever that's closed the show and not made it to the final. So the numbers are in their favour. There also seems to be a bit of a habit of the song that closes the second semi-final opening the main show. We've seen it happen quite a few times, and I think as an opener, you know, Tell Me Everything's Going to Be All Right, I think, you know, after the year Europe has had, I think actually we ended on a note of hope with Estonia and Turin, and I think starting with, you know, it's going to be okay is probably a wonderful message to set the tone for the evening. Saying about rock, I know everyone always jumps to Vislatnya and said, oh well, that didn't do very well. I was like, the thing is though, that was quite a niche genre of rock. This feels a bit more sort of, I hate using the term mainstream rock, but I feel like it sort of gets there. So yeah, winning, probably ambitious, but I think it would do well.
Thank you, James. James, so you've reviewed it. What's your score out of 10?
I'm going to give it a 7. I really like it.
7. Okay, and Sarah?
I'll give it a 6 purely for the fact that I'm not a rock fan, but having said that, it looks really good, you know, in a live performance.
Okay. And Bogdan?
7 as well.
7. Now I'm going to give it an 8. And that's mainly because I think it's got a big arena sound and it will rock the arena. And Richard?
I'm the bad guy here, aren't I? It's not a genre I like. So at the moment, I'm giving it a 4, but come Liverpool, like many other entries, when we get to Eurovision, it can completely change my mind. But at this moment in time, it's only a 4. Okay,
thanks. So that's a score of 32. Again, all these scores are out of 50, don't forget. Now, moving on, Sarah's going to tell the next one, and it's Austria.
Who the hell is Edgar?
It's called Who the Hell is Edgar, and it's performed by Tia and Selena, who have co-written the song. Over to you, Sarah.
Oh, well, what can I say about this? When I first heard it, my first thoughts were, what on earth are they on about? But then I read about sort of the story behind it, and it's having a little pop at sort of the music industry world, and how, you know, the struggle that writers get and that they won't actually get the standard of living that we all probably believe that, you know, and earnings that we all believe that they probably get. And so when you listen to the lyrics, they're actually very cleverly written, you know, and certainly sending the message out there. Taya and Selma are 2 very likable ladies. This song gets you hooked straight away. It's got that sort of real, like, rhythmic sort of sound to it, so that in the end, you start tapping your foot and humming along to it with them. the video is actually quite interesting because I'm just wondering how they're going to transfer this onto the stage. I kind of have this image of sort of Thelma and Taya sort of in the stage, sort of singing along, and then you've got these sort of 5 middle-aged dancers behind. It's going to be so interesting how they transfer this to the stage. I absolutely love it. I think it's going to go down a storm in Liverpool. Yeah.
Thanks, Sarah. What's your score out of 10 for this song?
10.
10. Ooh. First one of the recording. Bogdan, what's your score?
I feel like a bad guy. Give it only a 7.
7. Well, it's getting a 9 from me. Richard, what's your score for this one?
10.
10. And James?
This is absolutely bonkers. This is going to be a talking point of the contest. I'm giving it a 9. Well done, Austria.
Austria, indeed. You've scored 45 out of a possible 50. It's good to see Austria scoring that well. All right. Our final one in this recording is Belgium, the honorary A. Yeah. Now, this song is called Because of You. It's performed by Gustav, who's done his stuff a few times as backing singer for Belgium. And he's performing in 5th spot in the semi-final. Bogdan, take it away.
Thank you, John. I said performing 5th, that's a kind of safe place to perform in a semi-final. So I love the song, actually. And I might be the only one that loves the song. It's fun, it's quirky, it's powerhouse. It's like George Michael meets Jamiroquai on the stage. We have the flamboyant, we have the hat, we have the powerful backing vocals. We had the movement, the voguing that's going on. And you know what? It's a positive song. And I miss Eurovision being about positivity and something that is fun and uplifting. And this song gives me this. And I might be the only one, but I absolutely love it. And yeah, I hope he would qualify.
Thanks, Bogdan. What's your score out of 10 for it?
8.
I'm giving it a nice steady 7 there. Rich?
I too are giving it a steady 7.
Okay. James?
I'm going to give it a 6. Not quite my cup of tea, but I can see this doing very well.
Okay. And Sarah?
I'm going to give it an 8. I love it.
8. So that scores 36. Yeah, I'll read the scores and then we'll do any closing remarks that anyone's got. So in 5th place, we have Albania on 27. 4th place for these, we have Armenia on 28. In 3rd place, we have Australia on 32. In 2nd place, we have Belgium on 36. And the winner of these 5 songs on 45 is Austria. Now I'm going to quickly go around. Any final comments, Richard?
I think ORF need to seriously start thinking regarding 2024 because Austria could do it. Even just a televote, I think they need to seriously start thinking.
Okay. James, what have you got to think about these 5 songs?
They're an interesting bunch, aren't they? I think ORF have got something really special here. I think it's going to storm out the semi-final, and I think when that gets to the final, I think we're sort of going to see Austria finish in the top 5 very easily. Will we be back in Vienna? That's the question.
Sarah, over to you.
Yeah, I can definitely see Austria being one of the contenders.
Thanks. Bogdan?
I'll have to listen to Austria again then. I'm going to be convinced. Yeah, I like Austria, but I'm not convinced yet. But hopefully in Liverpool I'll be convinced. I'll be jumping along and voting for it. Yeah, who knows?
Yeah. This 5, Austria is the fun song, and we'll get the crowd will love it. So that's our view of these 5 songs. Do you agree with us? Have we missed something? We put Albania last. Do you think Albania could surprise everyone? Certainly surprise us. Could Austria bomb? Tell us what you think. We'd love to hear from you. As ever, you can find us on the usual channels, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and so on. Check them out. Tell us what you think. Okay, We're going to finish off. So it's bye from Richard.
Bye.
Bye from James.
Bye, everyone.
Sarah.
Bye, everyone.
Bogdan.
Bye, everyone.
Me, John and Staggy. Goodbye.